You ready?
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to Zone 2. Today is really special as well. Every day is really special. Because I actually have Alex here. And for those of you who don't know, Alex is actually the mastermind behind my intros and my outros. So when I originally had this concept, I hit up Alex and I was like, dude, you know what kind of sounds I like? Throw something together, intro, outro.
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name's Alex Dimitri. I'm a producer. I'm an artist, and I guess I'm kind of like a DJ too.
Kind of?
Yeah.
Kind
A
of?
little bit.
The setup is giving a whole different story.
Yeah.
So Alex, what got you into music? Why out of all the outlets, why choose that one?
I don't know. It just music just kind of gave me a voice, really. Curating the dance floor. Me being on the dance floor originally, like 7 years ago, let me release in ways that I never thought I could. So I want to make that happen for people as well. I love letting it all go on the dance floor.
Nice.
Like the people who know me, know that I will fucking dance my ass off the entire night.
Type shit.
I don't give a
Yeah.
I love to dance. Yeah.
Where do you think was that kind of shift where you were like, hey, you know what? Yeah, this is fun. And at least a couple of the other DJs that I've talked to, they're like, it was fun. And then I was like, yo, I could actually make something with this.
Yeah.
What was that moment for you?
Honestly, I started on GarageBand in high school.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I fell in love with electronic music. My brother really introduced me to it. But yeah, I started in GarageBand. Eventually my computer broke, so I couldn't go any further. But then, I was, in high school still, so I couldn't buy a computer until, after I graduated, and I started again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just, I don't know.
So
it's something that I love to do, really.
Yeah.
So.
This is actually a conversation that I have throughout all my podcasts, where if you do something you genuinely love, it's it's not work,
Absolutely.
it's not something that's dragging.
Yeah.
So the fact that you still have that passion for it, I think that's really cool, because I think when people do something so long, it takes a lot of discipline, a lot of consistency, and some people are like, you know what, I don't have it enough to, I don't want it that bad.
Mm-hmm.
So what advice would you give to people kind of in those stages?
I don't know. I can't really, if you love it, then it's obviously going to be no problem doing it. If you're struggling to sit in a room and put the work in, then I don't know, find something else.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
Do you think you ever had one of those moments where you were like, yo, I cannot produce, I cannot
Yeah.
make a fucking beat right now? What do you
Yeah.
What do those look like, and how do you overcome that?
Just keep on going. So here's the funny thing. To every good song that I think is good, I have probably 50 songs that are god awful. No, really. I have a USB. I have so much music that I'm just yeah, this is, no one will ever hear this. No one will ever hear this.
I think that's crazy.
So like I said, to every 50 songs, I have probably one good song that I like. So yeah, you just gotta keep going. I think, so my biggest advice to people that are trying to produce and make music is just finish it. Even if you don't like it, just finish the song. Just finish it, and it'll teach you a lot more than, oh, I don't like it, I'm just gonna start a new one.
Fair. What do you think is for you, what was the easiest part of DJing, and what do you think was the hardest skill you had to pick up while on that journey to be good?
Definitely the easiest part is having fun, for sure. The hardest part was actually reading the dance floor and actually because I just sometimes I'm just gonna play what I like, whatever, right? But not everybody's gonna like that. I remember one time I was DJing and nobody was moving except for me. Just Maybe I should, I guess, play for fucking,
Other people.
yeah, in the early stages at least,
Do you,
Eventually, I would just want to play my own, but we'll see.
do you think that now, like, how do you navigate that, like, choosing to play for the crowd, but then, like, still staying authentic and, like, true to, like, your music and what you like? Like, how would you navigate that?
Well, it just comes with your, I guess, your style.
Yeah.
It comes with your style. And like I said, I mean, if people don't end up liking it, then I guess you can either adapt or you can either just keep doing what you're doing.
Do you think that, like, now that you've kind of had, like, practice, now you've performed in front of crowds, do you think your style influences who you say yes to and, like, what gigs essentially you say no to?
A little bit. Obviously, if I'm playing for somebody and they want me to play house, then I'm gonna play house. I'm not really a huge fan of it, but I'll play it, and I have it in my USB ready to go whenever I need it. Like I was playing Able Fest. I was playing Able Fest about 2 weeks ago, and Able told me, "Hey, so this is an all wubs and bass festival, but I want you to play house just to start off the night." And I was like, "Okay." I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's better than wubs. Like, I'm not a big fan of that, but
Oh,
I mean,
I like wubs. I'm a little wubs head.
right?
Nah, I think that's really sick, dude. And honestly, like, getting to see you kind of, like, because I think the first time I ever saw you DJ was
In my apartment, right?
at, like, some after party, and people were climbing on, like, those fucking
the
tables. They
tables.
fell. Not gonna say any names, but you
Yeah.
were there. It was definitely an eventful night, and I think that was the
That was a really good
first
night.
time I didn't even know
Yeah.
there was a DJ in the group. Like, no, blew my mind. But, like, getting to see that, and then, like, getting to see now, like, that you're partnering with, like, 60 Vines, and, like, now you're doing festivals and events, and, like real motion to what you got going on. Like, that's really cool to see. And I think when I was starting this, I was reaching out to, like, so many people essentially, and I think you were the only person with the minimal information I had, right? Because, like, at this point, like, if you don't know what kind of sounds I like,
Yeah.
so, like, I like oons, oons, oons. I like good sounds. I don't know how to explain that to people, but you were like, okay, see your idea. I like the concept. I think I could do it. And you did. And it worked out really well. And
Yeah.
I was like, yo, fantastic. Like, this is
And if you need another one, I'll make another one.
You get me? Like, but it, like, that was, like, so cool, and I think so true to, like, what music should embody. Because at the end of the day, like, you have your style, but the fact that you're able to take your style, mix it, and actually, like, turn it into something for somebody else, I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Because I don't think a lot of creative outlets let you do that. You either have to, like, bucket 100% true to yourself, or you have to be like, okay, like, I can't be true to myself, like, in these instances. Like, I really have to, like, do what's gonna bring in money,
For sure.
So where do you see yourself taking this? Like, what's the goal? What's the plan? What's the idea?
Long term, I want to dominate the world. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Shit, me too.
What?
I want to become a trillionaire by 2040.
Go all the way or what? Like, why the fuck would I be doing this?
Exactly. Where would it be, like, right now, where you're at? What would be, like, your dream show? Like, you're like, yo, when I do that one, like, after that, I gotta
My
keep
dream
bigger.
show.
Like, if you could be like, I want to perform here. I want to blow this fucking stage up. What?
Probably
stage?
the Brooklyn Mirage
Shit.
or High Ibiza for sure.
Ooh, dude.
Like, I will shit myself if I ever. Did
Hey, you think you're nervous now?
yeah.
Fuck. Nah, dude. Honestly, like, I think that's really cool. And I think that's another thing in common with a lot of the people I interview. Their ideas, the dreams, where they want to take what they're doing, it's always, like, some next level shit. Like, why, like, when you could dream so big, people make their dreams really small.
Why sell yourself short? Yeah.
Why sell yourself short? Like, at the end of the day, like, I tell people, like, they're like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I want to be a trillionaire by 2040. What do you want to do? Oh, you want to go to school? Like,
Yeah.
That's sick. That's awesome. I love that idea for you. but that idea is very small for me. How do you think, like, do you think you get like some like pushback when you tell people like what you want to do and like where you want to take it?
Yeah, sometimes I get so nervous telling my like other DJ friends or like other like producer friends what my ideas are or what I plan to do because half the time they're not really, I guess, they just do it just to do it, which is cool, right? But I do get a little bit, I do have a problem with pushing back a little bit because I don't want to like feel like I'm clouding over them or like I guess trying to be better than them, right? But I gotta get over that, whether they like it or not. I don't know.
Do you think it's the idea itself that makes you feel like that, or do you think it's the people you're sharing the idea with?
Probably the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you navigate that? Because I'm assuming like, you know, it's very important to like have people in your circle doing the same thing as you, because sometimes people in your circle who are doing something different might not get the concept.
Yeah.
You know, and sharing those ideas, like you do need people who are doing the same thing. You know, you need, if you're an entrepreneur,
Definitely.
you need to be around entrepreneurs. If you make music, you need to be around people who make music. If you're a runner, you need to be around runners.
Yeah.
Because it motivates you, teaches you, it influences you, right? So like, how do you navigate that?
Well, I know like producers that are way better than me, like that'll like run circles around me, but they don't want the big stages, I guess, if that makes sense. They don't want like they just do it like a video game, if that makes sense. They do it for fun, right? And they've been doing it for like a decades, and I'm in the studio with them, I'm hanging out with them. You know, they're like coming up with chords or coming up with melodies just like effortlessly, and I'm just like, how the fuck? But they have no plan. They don't really care for it. Like they just do it for the pure art, and I really appreciate that from them because that's what it's all about, you know. But I do sometimes feel a little bit guilty, I guess, telling them my plans. But I mean, they're cool with it.
Do you think you get like?
I think they support me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
100%.
I think they should.
And they see it in me too.
You know, and I think when other people could see it in you, it's because you got it.
And I see it in myself.
You know, and that's a big
I
thing,
don't know.
bro. Because everybody around you could see it, dog. But if you don't see it,
Yeah.
what the fuck you gonna do with it? Like, if you can't see it, nothing's gonna ever happen with it. You know. And I really like that. I think it's really cool getting to meet people who do things solely for the love of what they're doing. You know. And I think right now we live like in a world where people are like, man, what's gonna make me money next? What's gonna make me money next? How am I gonna
100%.
How am I gonna make money off that? Like everything, even this. Like I'm like, how can I turn this into a business? How can I make it bigger than what it is? You know, and everybody keeps talking about like consistency and discipline, A, B, and C. You know what it takes. Do you think with DJing, like you need to have that as well, like discipline, consistency, like? What do you think is like the biggest take from that you had to work on?
Definitely. Definitely discipline for sure. I think I already had, I mean, I'm like very open. I'm very approachable, I feel. So it's never been hard for me to, you know, network and do a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me was honestly nothing. It's very easy for me.
Yeah?
I think, yeah.
You think, or you know?
Dude, I started DJing a year ago. I think my first time DJing was at my apartment when you came.
Really?
Yeah.
And look at us now.
I know.
That is so crazy.
I have shows. I'm having a residency at 60 Vines. It's coming up very soon.
Really?
Yeah, like every Saturday.
Dude, tight
so-
shit. That's sick.
I think it's just a matter of getting the fuck out your house. For me, it was getting the fuck out my house.
Yeah.
Because I've been producing for like 4 years. So you can't just sit inside your fucking room making music all day and expect people just to recognize you. You gotta just go out and do it. And that's why I started doing it. Honestly, if it was up to me, I would just sit in my room. I'd rather just sit there and make music the whole time. But, I mean, I gotta get familiar. I gotta get familiarized.
You gotta get
and,
recognized.
Yeah, definitely. So get out of your house. I think 99% of the connections that I have now were made like at 4 a.m. at the after parties. I swear to God, get out, get out the house, get the fuck out.
Get out the house.
Get
Hang
out
up
the
and hang
house.
out, guys.
No, really, get the fuck out the house.
Nah, I
Go
think
meet some people.
I think that's really good advice, low-key, because I think when people start creating something, like even with my podcast, dude, like my first episode, I was like fucking nervous. Like I was a wreck. I was like, yo, like I'm gonna put this out on the internet. It's gonna live on the internet forever, and then I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna do it again. And when I first started, I was like talking to a couple of homies. I was like, yo, 100 episodes is 2 years worth of content. 100 episodes. Like
Short form, everything.
Dude, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like doing the math for somebody else, right? Like, I was talking out loud. And they're like, that's actually really fucking insane. The fact that, like, you could do so much in so little time. And I think we were very neglectful and, like, truly understanding what a year can do, you know? And I think that's really cool. And I definitely, like, how does residency work? Like, are you only, like, designated to that area, or, like, how does that work?
So you're not only designated, you're
the head, like, teacher?
Yeah, you're just, I guess you're just there every day. I don't know how to explain it. I guess just you're guaranteed that spot at that time.
That day,
Every week, every other week, yeah.
Nice. What do you look for, like, when you do, like, when you, like, sign up for things? Like, what are you, like, looking for? Like, what are like, some non-negotiables that, like, for you to play you have? Or is that something, like, you don't really experience?
Obviously pay, but if I can just have fun with it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do they usually give you, like, creative freedom over
most
your
of the time.
sets?
Most 100% of the time, actually.
Nice. That's really good.
Yeah.
What do you think is your biggest take on, like, meeting people at 4 a.m.? Like, what's the best advice? Because, like, yo, you have some crazy combos at the afters. Like, for me, personally, I might not make it to the rave, but I'm going to be at the fucking after, you feel? And, like, when you really start talking to some of these people, like, truly, like, they be dropping some fucking golden nuggets, and it's like, yo, like, are we fucking having this conversation right now, bro? Like, what's your biggest, like, advice that you've been given that you're like, yo, type shit? I live by that.
I don't think I could think of any right now. At 4 a.m. and the afters. I've gotten pep talks. I've gotten pep talks, yeah.
Wait, what's, like, your biggest
I think, so one time I was with, this is before he was my manager. I met him on some high rise downtown. And I was showing him my music. We went upstairs. You know, drugs were obviously involved. And we went in the restroom, and he was like, bro. He, like, grabbed my shirt, started, like, pounding my chest. He was like, you're up next. Like, I love your music. I love your style. I love how you look. You're good looking. You have everything that you need as far as being a fucking superstar. And I was like, I love you. I fucking love you, Nick. Shout out Nick. Shout out to that boy Nick. Go probably eating some curry right now or something. Sorry.
Nah, dude, honestly.
He's gonna see this.
He's gonna see this. And that's the plan, right? I think the big thing with this is, like, for me, I love to give my friends a space to talk about what they do.
Yeah.
You know? Because, I mean, for real, like, how often do you, like, go and sit down or, like, in front of a camera and, like, this is what I do and this is what I love to do? Why? You know, like, how often do you think you find yourself in situations where you really get to, like, explain how much you love what you're doing?
All the time.
All the time?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I kind of just control my own, I guess, destiny. I get to do whatever I want to. And I get whatever I want, which is insane.
Type shit.
Really?
It really is. Like, honestly, dude, like, at the end of the day, like, free will is such a real thing, and I think a lot of people don't
just fucking do it.
Just, like, what's the worst that could truly happen? Like, just do it. Just, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if you ever tried rejection therapy, like, just asking people, like, out-of-pocket shit, like, random, not even out-of-pocket, but, like, random shit. Worst thing somebody could tell you is fuck no.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, dog, people are like, fuck yeah. And I'm like, yo, I'm down. I'm a big fan of yours. I think since the first time I saw you play, I was like, yo, this is this is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I used to work at Courtyard, like with M3 or some shit like that. And I would see like an influx of DJs come in and go out, and who was performing and what was coming up next. And some people just don't got it. You know, they're not bad. They just have no, like, there's no passion with what they're producing. You know, it's another
100%.
paycheck. And I think off the rip, even if you would have told me that was your first time ever DJing, thought never in my life would I have fucking guessed that. That ass. But like there was something about how like in sync you were with what you were putting out. I was like, yo, like that sounds like Alex.
Yeah.
You know? And I think a lot of people, and I think right now, like in the era that music's in, people don't produce who they are, you know? And I think that's something we don't really see. Like John Summit is one of those DJs who truly does produce who he is.
Yeah.
You know, and I think being able to like
And I love that for him, by the way.
find an outlet to where, hey, I know who this is and I know who that person is based on what I'm listening to, what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. Like, I think that's really sick that you're able to do that. And I think Nick was right that you fucking got it. Get it together.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So, fun fact on this episode, we're going to cut it a little short today, but Alex is actually going to do a set for us. So, you guys stay tuned because it's coming up literally right fucking now. Okay?
heart like a bullet to the brain. Push it to the limit and make me go insane.